Greetings everybody, this is Domingo with you today. Hope you're doing fantastic, and today I have an updated tutorial on the Rumble live stream feature. So I was able to get 6 followers and I have unlocked the ability to live stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to go onto the rumble.com page here on your desktop app, and if they have it on the mobile app then I'll do that too, but I think it's just on desktop for now. So we're just going to click the camera, then we're going to go live. So I was able to make a template for the live stream, and I'll explain how to do that. I did this about 5 days ago, but I couldn't really do anything because I was on a work computer, so I'm with my personal computer now. So what we're going to do here is we're going to install OBS first. So you need a streaming software to get the whole thing started. So I'm going to install OBS quickly and then I'll come back to you here. So once you have OBS installed, you have to start and create a new live stream. So we're going to create a new live stream here, and then we're going to select a placeholder video. But since I've already made a live stream, we're just going to go ahead and use the template. Actually, no, we're going to... Okay, so let's say you've unlocked the followers and you want to create a new live stream. So we're going to go create a new live stream, and then you're going to put a placeholder video in there. So this placeholder video can be anything that you like. So for example, I'm just going to use this as a placeholder. And then once the placeholder uploads there, this will just be there if basically the live stream's not on, or you just want to see something like my title, that sort of thing. So this is just a placeholder example, and then you're going to enter Domingo, like the name of your stream, Domingo's Rumble Tummy or something like that, and then you just go just chatting or whatever description you want, and then the categories, you select the categories here. You can select entertainment or viral or vlogs. We'll just select entertainment. Then the secondary category will be, I'm just going to do just chatting, so we'll do just chatting. They have game titles here if you do gameplay, but we're just going to do just chatting. And then it says here higher quality streaming, source pass through, less latency, no DVR. You can check that if you want. And then you can select your thumbnail, and then optional tags, or you can stream as yourself or D22 games, which I'll do D22 games. And then you can go live right now or a later time, and then public visibility, and then also make the recording private after stream ends. So then what you do, we'll just go live right now as a test, then we'll go next, and then it'll upload the information here, and then it'll just give you the this additional info, and then it'll just say you've not signed and click to agree to terms of service. So then it'll allow you to submit that, and then once it submits, it'll go through, and you need to get your streamer configuration. So you'll get streamer configuration, and then this just gives you the steps on how to set it up here. So you need what's called your server URL and a Steam key. So you need to copy your server URL, and then what we're going to do is we're going to set it up here. We're going to go auto configuration wizard, and then you can select your video settings to make sure it matches your camera, and then you go to custom. Then you enter your server by pasting the server, and then you copy your Steam key. So you have to put in your stream key. This isn't redemption. So you paste your stream key in here, then you go next, and then the bandwidth test is about to stream randomized video data without audio to your channel. If you're able, it's recommended to temporarily turn off saving videos or streams. You just go yes, and then what it'll do is it'll do a bandwidth test to make sure that you are able to stream properly. I am close to my access network, so it shouldn't have a problem with the bandwidth. So it'll allow me to get the results here, and it's now testing complete. So it shows all your information. You go to apply settings, and then there you go. So then what you do after you've applied your settings, you go back to OBS, and then you go start streaming. So it looks like you haven't added any video sources. So this is how you add a video source. You go by clicking the plus icon under the sources box in the main window. Alright, so NVIDIA driver does not support this version. Try updating the driver. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to add sources. So let's click on this, and then you click on your camera. So either your display capture, game capture, media source, video capture device. So we're just going to go video capture device, add existing, or you can just create a new one. and then we're just going to use my Logitech webcam here as an example. Hello. So you just select the device, then you click OK, and then you can position it however you like here. And then you can also add your other source, which is like your display capture. And then next, and then we'll just do like our desktop here. And there it is. So you got your streaming information, and you can also order your webcam to appear on the top or right. And then you can just press the eyeball to unview that. And then you go here. Then you can adjust it back and forth. So then you go start streaming, and then what will happen here is that if it fails to start streaming, you update your video drivers if you get this. So you just click on the link to get the latest NVIDIA drivers, and then you download it. So this is another problem that you might face down the long run. So I'm going to configure my video drivers while I do this. So for this next part here, we're going to be using XSplit. So it's the same as before. You have to enter a custom server URL setting for when you have XSplit installed. So there's my server URL and my stream key. So make sure that you have all that information copied prior to getting it in there. So you open XSplit here, and it will just open up with the menu. If this is your first time launching the program, then this is what will happen. So it'll ask you to get started with a layout, which we don't necessarily have to do at this moment. But if you want to just get started with everything, then you can do all this as you configure your XSplit, because XSplit is free to download, but they have a premium version that you would have to use so that you want like premium features. So this menu here, this is your plugin store. So you have to enter custom RTMP if you want to get your Rumble information inserted there. So you enter the name of the channel that you're doing it from. So let's say it's like your Rumble gaming channel, and then you enter like the description of it just so that it gives you an idea of what to do. And then you enter your RMTP link and your stream key just the same as you would in OBS. So that way your settings are there. It'll start the recording as you see up on the top there. And sometimes you need to get a fast PC for this because it uses a lot of resources, and it also wants you to enter your sources. So for the source, we'll enter the camera here, and then it'll just show up, and then it'll say high CPU usage detected. So you have to make sure that your CPU is not being used up at this time, because I tried several times on here, but I had a lot of things running in the background. So we're just going to close out a few things, and then we're going to keep going. So once you have a lot of sources or programs closed here, you have to make sure that your sources are set properly, such as your display and also your webcam setups if you have it here. So sometimes when you first set it up, it might not work. So you just have to make sure that all your devices are connected, because you'll experience this kind of problem when you start going live. So when you press on stream, it'll record it, but then when you press it again, it'll stop recording. So that way there will be a replay when it shows up on Rumble, but you can't see it because you're doing it in real time. So you just go by your presenter software just so that you can get an idea of what you're showing. So if anything like this happens, you just close out of your programs and reopen the broadcaster software, and then you set your scenes, and then you configure your layout, and then you can also record the live stream as in progress, so that way you can save your settings into your computer, and the settings that you add will appear each time. So let's say you have your So each time you set up a live stream, you can also save your templates, so that way you don't have to always have to reinsert. But if you keep making a new live stream, you have to recopy the RMTP link and the key. So as you can see there, the live stream is happening right now. It didn't pick up my microphone pickup when I was doing it on XSplit. It might have been that the microphone input wasn't set up properly or was on mute. So what you're seeing is me doing the live stream, and it's showing in real time. As you can see up there in red, it's showing that it's streaming live, and it shows like your frame rates and your bit rates and also how many megs it's using. So this gives you an indicator of what is happening, and then it also shows your high CPU usage. But if you have a really stable computer, then you shouldn't see that, but it just depends on how many processes you have running in the background at the same time. So you aren't able to hear this portion here because my lips aren't syncing up to what I'm saying to you right now. But this is how you live stream Rumble through XSplit, and in OBS it's the similar setup. You have to set up your sources, make sure your drivers are updated, and for the recording section here you have to make sure that those settings are saved, and then it'll just like give you a little pop-up here that'll want you to upgrade, but you don't necessarily have to. So this is all just up to you how you want to do it. But XSplit is the free broadcaster where there is a watermark when you're using webcam, but that's to be expected if it's free. But if you want to pay for it, then that's entirely up to you too. So this is the tutorial that I've been wanting to make for quite some time, and I want to thank the Rumble subscribers for allowing me to do this. I was able to show the live stream properly, and there is no problem. So thank you so much for watching. I was coughing in the background there. You don't have to hear that. So don't forget to subscribe for more, and more Rumble tutorials will come soon if you want me to. Have a great day. Subscribe.